Hopefully you can hear me and see me. Sorry if you've tuned in for a second time. Had a bit of an issue, didn't we? For some reason, the screen was black, so I don't know if you could see me or not. But yeah, if you are joining me, then please let me know if you can see and hear me. Just grab my iPad. And if you are watching this on the catch-up, I do apologise for a little bit of a delay before we get a few people through and we continue on. So feel free, if you're watching this on the catch-up, to skip forward. So yeah, let's just go online and have a look, see if any of you are joining me. And we've got some interesting things coming up on this live stream tonight, because we're going to be revealing a couple of new TVs that we've just had delivered, and we're going to be testing out this coming week. So we'll probably start it Tuesday, I think, the first one, probably, because we've got the bank holiday. So yeah, have we got people coming through there? Can you confirm that or not? Yeah. So I've got to get it. I'll tell you what, let me see if we can get it up on my iPad here. Right. I don't know if you want to, can you get that up on there for me, please? Because I can't see anything at anyone's type at the moment. But what we're going to be doing is a bit of game play as well on the G1 here. What have we got, mate? It's Resident Evil 2. Yeah. Yeah. Looks amazing, doesn't it, on this? Doesn't it look good? Yeah. Does look good, doesn't it? But we're not going to hang around too long before we reveal the first TV, because I know you're all going to be chomping at the bit to find out exactly what the first one is, and I can't wait to unbox it. So, right, Mrs. Tech Giant is sat on the sofa over there. She's going to be like making sure everyone's in order with what they're saying and what they're doing. So, yeah, thanks. Yeah, she's over there keeping check on everyone. So yeah, thanks for helping out. And let's have a look. We've got some comments here. So hello. What's up, Paul? Hello, mate. Good evening. Hi, Paul. Happy to be with you guys. Great that you could join us. So we got, what's that, 42 in the chat at the moment. So yeah, I asked earlier if you had any ideas on what you think the TVs could be. If you didn't put a suggestion in, then yeah, hit me up now. What do you think the TVs are? Like I said, there are two of them. And I have requested pretty much every big TV for this year. Now, what we get sent is another thing, but I know there are some delays on some of the TVs I know that you guys are dying to see. I'll talk about those more once we've revealed the TVs that we have got and the reasons why we haven't got others yet. It is frustrating. Trust me, I want to get hold of these TVs as much as you want to see them. But yeah, they're just not being delivered at the moment in the UK. But like I say, we'll speak about that more in a minute. So it's an LG C2, C2 and G2. Hello, Mr. Giant. Hello, mate. So we've got someone there saying they think it's the LG 42-inch OLED. We've not done a small one yet, have we, that sort of size? No, not we've done 55s recently as well, wasn't it? So yeah, well, we'll soon see. And you can do the honours if you want. I'll let you drag it in. So yeah, I'll be having to go on this as well in a minute. And what else are we going to play? Gran Turismo 7. Want to have a quick go on that as well. So yeah, as well, let me know what TVs are you most looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be a really, really good year for TV. Some really exciting stuff coming forward, as I'm sure you have seen. And yeah, definitely better than last year's offerings. So yeah, exciting times when it comes to TVs this year. And yeah, I definitely can't wait to try them out. So I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get straight on with the first one so we can start chatting about it. Are you going to go and get it? No. Right, I'll go and drag the first one in then. Right, here we go. So walking out. Right, let's swing the camera around then. And there we go. Let's move that a little bit more into shot there. So we have the LG C2, this time in a 55-inch variant. So yeah, smaller than what we normally do. We normally do 65s, but I know 55 is also quite a popular size also. So yeah, I expect this will be one of the most popular TVs of the year. the C range is always one of the best sellers for LG, and I know you guys really seem to like them. So yeah, I can't wait to test this one out. Now, obviously, we do have the 65-inch G1 there. That's the best that I can test out with at the moment from last year's models. We have got that difference in size, but at least that would be give us some sort of idea how things have progressed over the past 12 months. 55-inch, too big for a bedroom? Well, it depends how big your bedroom is, really. I mean, well, we've got a 65-inch in our bedroom, a little bit greedy, and it does look big, doesn't it? But I've got to say, if we went back down to anything small, it seemed tiny. So, I mean, can you have too big? I said you can in a way, but most people don't complain about going up in size. It's always the sort of thing that, let me get back in shot here. It's rude me stood like this behind the camera, or at least show you what's going on the TV. Yeah, I think a lot of people get a TV and think, oh, you know, they first put up, it's always too big. You know, you've said that before when we went from a 55 to a 65. Oh, that's ridiculous, it's too big. But whenever we go anything smaller now, it's sort of like, oh yeah, well, it is small, isn't it? So it's just one of those things. Do you know what I mean? I think, yeah, 55, as long as your bedroom ain't literally like a tiny, tiny box room, I think you'll be fine with 55, to be honest. This does look great, doesn't it? The HDR in it's stunning, nice and bright. Right, so all right, other questions. It's just move it in a little bit closer so you guys can see. But yeah, I can't wait to test out that C2. Like I said, we'll be unboxing it, I think, Tuesday on that. So yeah, usual sort of stuff. And let me know, what would you like to see me test? You let me know and I'll do my best to, you know, test out whatever you want, be it gaming, what games want, what console, what would you like to see me test it against? Right, let's have a look, see what you guys are saying. Love this channel, thank you very much. Don't forget, I think we've got the super chats on there, aren't we? So if you want to prioritise a comment and support the channel at the same time, we do have super chats there, and we really do appreciate those. You've got the Neil Taylor there. I've got the 65-inch C2. Fair play. Let me know how you finding it, mate. What did you have before? Let me know. Right, 55-inch C2, nice. I had my TV wall mounted and the cowboy did not hang it straight. Oh, that must be annoying. I cannot stand it. It's only got to be a bit out and it looks miles off. The bigger the screen as well, it's only got to be a little bit out, and from one side to the other, it can be like a foot difference. It's well annoying. I know with this, the bracket, I done it ever so slightly out, didn't I? So it means that every time we have to put the TV, a new TV up to test, we have to sort of compensate for it going the other way. We have the TV up and down about half a dozen times before I get it spot on. Really annoying. PS5, yeah, we'd definitely test out with a PS5, mate. And again, let me know what games. Don't know what there is game-wise coming out. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see me buy game-wise for the Xbox Series X or the PlayStation 5 for testing on these TVs. I've got to be honest with you, you know, I do like gaming, but recently I just haven't had time, and I've really not sort of kept in check with, you know, what the latest and greatest is. I've got Gran Turismo 7 as my most recent purchase. So yeah, let me know about games, what you want to see me buy to test out on these TVs. So I don't want to bore you guys with the same games, you know, sort of week in, week out. Let's have a look. Are you going to get the Samsung QD OLED? So, right, I might as well touch on this subject now. Yes, I will be getting one. I have requested one. I've actually requested for a 65-inch one to keep. Now, I believe that's the biggest size that they do, but unfortunately, here in the UK, they just don't seem to be coming through. Why that is, I have not got a clue. So, I'm dying to get my hands on one, but it just isn't happening yet. I've been told it could be at least another month or more before I see one, which is very disappointing indeed. But like I say, I have requested one to actually keep, so I can do long-term testing. So I'm going to be doing all the things that I do with the LG OLED. So I'll go doing testing, see what the screen uniformity is like. Monthly testing to look for any dead pixels, any burning that occurs, really going to push that TV to its limits, and you know, see if we can cause any damage with it, sort of thing, you know, and really put some hours onto the thing. So yeah, make sure that if you're not subscribed to the channel, that you do for that. Like I say, it is a bit of a delay, but we will get there eventually, and I really can't wait to test that TV out. I've got to say, it's probably the most excited I've been about a TV in a long while. And I know a lot of people say, oh, you're an LG fanboy, you're paid off by LG, this, that and the other, but from what I've been hearing, I could see that the new Samsung QD-OLED is going to be my next favourite TV, but only time will tell. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what people say. If that is my new favourite, I suppose then I'll be paid off by Samsung or whatever. Do you know what I mean? There you go. Right, let's have a look, see what you guys are saying. So yeah, welcome if you are just joining us on this live stream. Do us a favour as well, you just hop back in front of the camera there. If you are just joining us, do us a favour, just hit that thumbs up button. Really does make a difference, means the video gets promoted, more people get to see it. So yeah, it all helps out. Let's have a look then, what else is being said. Paul, I'm absolutely loving my 65-inch G1. Yeah, still loving mine, mate. With the updates that we've had, and I swear, I mean, you guys agreed with me as well, that they bumped up the brightness on it. And yeah, it looks mint now. Looks awesome with my Panasonic Blu-ray player. That's one thing that I've never really invested in, is a dedicated Blu-ray player. Maybe I should do that really, and test out some Blu-ray discs for you guys as well, because generally I just keep to sort of the streaming off here, you know, like Netflix and all that sort of stuff. Apparently the S95B are in short supply. You know, that could be the reason then why we're not getting them here in the UK. Apparently they've upped the yield or something like that as well, so they should be able to bang out more of them, hopefully, because I think it's been a lot more popular than they first imagined it would. It'd be nice to change up to a different brand, because we've had Samsung as well for a long time, haven't we, before we got onto the LG OLEDs, and yeah, I've always been a fan of their TVs in the past, and their phone screens are spot on, ain't they? Got to be the best phone screens out there on the market. I don't think anyone else can, you know, could disagree with that. So, you know, expecting great things from their TVs. Have you seen any difference between the C10 and late models that require and upgrade? Hold on a sec. Let's just move this camera there a second. Oh, let's get it lined up. Ooh, all over the place. Excuse me, I'm trying to do this one-handed. C10, that's still in the... We've got that up for sale, isn't it? We can't get shot of that thing. Not done any updates on that in a while, because we've not had that out of the box, have we? So updates-wise with that, I don't know even where that thing's at anymore, to be honest. Still a great TV, the C10. I mean, last time we did have it out, well, when we first compared it to the G1, you sat there with our son on it, and we all agreed at the time, before they did do updates for the G1, we actually thought it was better. It's cracking TV. Right. It's because of you, Paul, I bought the excellent C1. Glad you're enjoying it, mate. It's great to hear your feedback as well, because I do love it when you come back and say, I'm happy with the TV that you recommended. That's what I love about this channel, is helping people out. This is why I set up the channel. Do you know what I mean? I'm not here to sell you, you know, pieces of junk or anything like that. I'm here to give you a genuine recommendation on a TV. Is it good? Is it bad? Do you know what I mean? Most of the people seem to be happy, don't they? It's always the odd person. I can't please all the people all the time. I'm not going to say everyone's going to be 100% satisfied with my recommendations, but most people, I think, you know, I think I get it, you know, as an average sort of consumer, I get it pretty spot on with what I say on my opinions with these TVs. In the US, they've been raving about the Samsung. Yeah, I know. I keep getting people sending me messages all the time saying, oh, you've got to get one. It's such a great TV. I keep getting all the other channels that I'm subscribed to, their videos popping up all about it. I've been trying my best not to watch videos on it, because I don't want to sort of ruin it for myself. And I want to have my own sort of unbiased opinion on what it is. If I watch too many videos, people's opinions on it, you could potentially sort of start thinking, their train of thought sort of thing, innit? So I like to, not watch too much if I can help it. But yeah, I do think it is going to be a cracking TV. So this is from Alex. I've got my G1 because of you, and I'm very happy. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you live for a change, mate. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Last time we done a live stream was, well, we just looked, wasn't it? It was New Year's Eve, 31st of December. And well, it wasn't long after that we all got knocked down with COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and
that's when it started.
Yeah, well, now I say COVID, I say that, of course, was a big farce, a big lie to get out of talking with another channel, obviously. We all faked it. Even the paramedics, you whacked on a wicked job there. You had them really convinced, I must admit. But yeah, we're all knocked off our feet with COVID then. So yeah, we haven't really thought about doing one until now. But these turned up. And I've seen a lot of other YouTubers that I watch, nothing to do with tech, and they're all doing live streams today. I thought, there's an idea. Let's just do a live stream tonight. And I'll tell you what, in a minute, we will get out the other TV as well. And if you are just joining us, again, thanks for tuning in. And we've just revealed the first TV, which is the 55-inch C2, which we will be starting to unbox this week. And we got one more TV to reveal. So it's nice to have eventually a 2020 model, because we've been doing the old stuff. It's a bit of a nightmare that we've had to wait this long to get something, but still, better late than never. Let's have a look what you are saying. Are you getting a LG G2 to compare to your G1? That's from Bill. Yes, I am. Well, I have requested one anyway, and as far as I know, I will be getting one. And again, hopefully it'll be one to actually keep. So I can do, again, long-term testing with it, which will be great. And what I'm hoping to do is then be able to get the Samsung QD OLED. We can put them side by side. Again, run them both long-term testing and, see how they both fare and how they potentially improve with updates, because a lot of these TVs out of the box, they're not the best. It takes almost 12 months to sort of get them fine-tuned. So yeah, it'd be interesting how they both progress over time. But yeah, hopefully I should be getting a G2 in the not too distant future, I expect, before the Samsung QD OLED. Violent game, yeah, I think it is a bit violent, isn't it, mate? It is a little bit violent, but so yeah. Be warned, you might see a bit of blood. Hello, Giant. Hello, mate. Hello, Paul. Do you have a full-time job other than YouTube? I love your content. No, this is what I do now full-time. So, yeah, absolutely love it. It's just a brilliant... I didn't think I'd ever be doing it. When I first, well, no, I don't think people realise what goes on behind the scenes, how in-depth some of it is. I mean... It's been a bit more quiet the last few months again, like I just said, with us being ill and things like that, the lack of TVs. So the content hasn't been there really, but when the stuff comes through, it's almost non-stop, isn't it? And it's a full-time job. Sometimes just keeping up with emails and stuff, isn't it? It's, yeah. So yes, at the moment, that is my full-time job doing this. And yeah, I didn't think I'd ever be doing it as a full-time job when I first started out. I just put up a video thinking, might interest a few people, and it sort of just took off from there. So, yeah, it's great. Really enjoy it. So, let's have a look. Do you still have that Sony A90J, or did you send it back? No, that was just on loan. Like many of the TVs, a lot of people have this misconception that we get to keep every single TV that we get sent, which we don't. We normally get to keep maybe 1-2 a year, innit, generally. The rest, if I don't say that I'm keeping it, then just, you've got to presume that it's going to be going back. It's just normally for testing. And I will say that at the start of the video, I'll say that it's normally box box.co.uk. I'm sure you've heard me mention that. I say, you know, they sent the TV over for testing. If I say they sent it over for testing, then that will be returned. But I always say as well, if it's my TV, to keep as well. But yeah, most of them just get sent back. So yeah, the A90J, we only had that for a short period of time, and that was when we had COVID, wasn't it? It was just a nightmare. And this is like, I'm sure where some of you are fully aware of, we had a bit of a to-do with another channel, and he would have made all that sort of accusations and all that. And it just all fell at the wrong time. Absolute nightmare, wasn't it? And the TV went back before I could fully do all the videos that I wanted to do with it. But, you know, we were knocked off our feet for a long time. So, yeah, that's gone back. But hopefully I'll get, you know, some more Sonys. I can't wait to try them out. It was an amazing TV. Absolutely stunning picture on that. So, yeah, I will be testing more. Fingers crossed. Right. Have a look. So Michael Kenny, hey, love your channel, keep up the great work. I just bought the 55-inch LG 55-inch OLED. What one is it, mate? Let me know. Is it like is it one of the 2022 models, should I say? I made that mistake the other day. Again, thanks if you are just joining us. If you've not already given me a thumbs up, do us a favor, just reach up now and just bang that thumbs up button. Means that we can promote this video. And I'll tell you what, if you do that for me, I'll drag the other TV out. Give it a couple of minutes, hit those thumbs up, we'll drag the other TV out and we'll do the reveal on that. That's a fair deal, wouldn't you say? And I can see if you're hitting that or not, because I can see it here. I've got it on my screen if anyone's hitting it up or not. So the quicker you hit that up, the quicker we get the next TV in. There we go. That's it. Hit that button. Go on, get it up there. And don't forget, we got the super chats on there as well. So if you don't know what that is, basically you can send over a couple of quid if you want to, and you can prioritize a question if you do have a question. And you know, you're just supporting the channel at the same time if you want to do that. You know, no pressure at all, but it's there if you wish. Right, have a look. Oh, Paul's blackmailing us. Yeah, if you want to look at it like that, then yeah, fair enough. But it's worth it at the end.
It's up to my channel as well.
Oh yeah, don't forget, Mrs. Tech Giant's got her own channel. So Mrs. TG, go check her channel out. She's done a few things already, a couple of household items. Just done your first Lego set, and she's got more.
Got more Lego. Hopefully.
Yeah, and a few more sort of gadgety things that we're going to sort of test out as well. So yeah, go and subscribe to her channel. You're at 950 subs. She's trying to get to that 1,000 mark. So yeah, it'd be great. I'm sure, like, if all you guys jumped over there now and just smacked on that button, she'd hit 1,000 almost instantly. Right then, so glad you got a sense of humour. Oh, you got to in this game, mate. Christ, the amount of abuse you get on a daily basis, you've got to have a sense of humour. Jesus. Yeah. Right. Just got another LG OLED 55C1 upstairs for gaming. My God, the home screen is a mess, though. Nice TV for gaming. Right, should we get on and get this other TV in? Right. So. What's that? I can't see. Right. Here we go. Dragging the other TV in then. Let's make way for this. Rightio then. So there we go. Swing that round, and there we go. So a 55-inch B2 OLED. So yeah, a couple from the range there, and should be interesting to see what separates these two models. So you know, if you've not got the funds to go up to that one, then you might be interested in that. Now, what I have seen before on paper, there didn't seem to be you know, much reason to go for the C2, if I'm being totally honest, because the sort of the price gap was very small, and there was sort of quite a bit of a jump on the specs going from one to the other. So it'd be interesting to see in the real world, how that plays out. Where check out the picture, and the sort of the build of the two TVs, all that sort of stuff, the pros and the cons between the two, and yeah, we give you a general rundown of those because I know last year a lot of people were tempted by the A1 and B1, so yeah, it'd be interesting to see if it's a bit of a false economy to go for the B2 instead of the C2. Again, I'll be totally honest with you, if I think it's just a waste of time. So let me grab my iPad again then and see what people have to say. I tell you what, I'm going to have a swig of my drink as well. Bit of cider tonight.
Just said this box let you keep any TVs. We do get a couple a year to keep. All the rest go back normally.
Yeah.
2 if we're lucky. We get.
Yeah, two if we're lucky.
2. Yeah.
Now, last year I just got the one. We got, which you can see there is the 65-inch G1. But don't worry if you think me being sent TVs to keep is somehow meaning that I'm only going to say good things. I'm not Slater TV. If you watch this channel, you will know that I had to actually send one back, and I told you it was broken. I admitted that the one I got sent had a fault. We had to send it back. We had various sort of problems with it and things like that. I told you guys. I told you about the negatives. Again, we said at the time we actually preferred the C10 over the G1. But software updates seem to have improved over time. But I will tell you warts and all about the TV. If there's a problem, it does me a favour, because I tell you what, the videos where I say about issues with the TV, they're the most popular ones. Everyone loves a problematic video, don't they? So yeah, it's a bit more benefit when I'm actually slating the TVs actually. So yeah, don't think because I'm sent a TV to keep that somehow means that I'm only going to sing its praises. I will tell you,
You always do worse things and good things.
yeah, I always do the best things about it, the worst things about it. I do all the long-term testing where we found out dead pixels banned in.
It's certainly not true.
Well, I'm a lover of the best TV, and I don't care who makes it. Whatever I think's the best, that's what I love. I don't care if it's a cheap model or what brand. I don't care. If I think it looks the best, then that's it. I'm not bothered. So yeah, I'd say that it was that one that we kept, and hopefully the 65-inch G2 and a 65-inch Samsung QD OLED we get to keep this year, which will be great if that can happen. Really looking forward if I can have those side by side. Long-term testing be mental. Right, let's have a look. What you enjoying more of the next-gen consoles? To be honest, PlayStation, I think. I think the titles that I get on there is a bit better, if I'm being totally honest. So yeah, PlayStation for me. Right. Yeah, C2 has the Evo panel this year, Paul. Yeah, that is correct. That is the difference. And yeah, no Evo panel in the B2 there. But how will that come out in the real world? We will see, because again, last year with the G1 out of the box, there's all this extra brightness, with the Evo panel and all that, and it wasn't really there that much to see. I think a lot of people were expecting with the G1 that it was going to be a bit like the Samsung QD OLED, that sort of dramatic difference, but we didn't really see that so much. Well, not until we had an update, and that was more noticeable for me when we had that bit of a boost there. Right, love your honesty, thanks very much, mate. I do appreciate that. It is hard to get across to some people sometimes. A lot of people say, oh, you're dishonest and all that, but mind you, it isn't just my channel. I was watching another YouTuber last night, and he was getting loads of abuse as well, saying, oh, he was paid off and that. But you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't in this game. That's the problem. As soon as you say a good thing about a TV, everyone says you're paid off by that company. You say a bad thing, everyone says you're paid off by the rivals. You just cannot win. It is like really a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, let's have a bit more of me cider. A bit of a cheap cider drink tonight. Normally I have something special, but yeah, where we get that one from? Morrison's, wasn't it? Like 2 litres for like £2.20 or something. Real gut rot stuff. Okie dokie then. So yeah, let me know which of those two you're most interested in seeing. I expect it's going to be the C2. That's the one I'm probably more excited about out of the two. But Still going to be interesting nonetheless. Right, ooh, let's have a look. What's this, Mrs. TG playing Resident Evil? No, she's not playing that. I've got my son playing that. He's helping out on that one. She's doing all the modding tonight. She's sat on the other iPad behind. Come in front of the camera. Come on. Come in. I'll swing the camera around. Either you get in front of that camera, I'll swing it around. Well, I'll do it in a minute.
I'm relaxing tonight. I'm
Yeah.
on camera. Don't want to be seen.
So what have you guys been up to recently? Anything good? Let me know. Let me just adjust this camera a little bit here. I'll tell you what, should we put on Gran Turismo? Should we put on Gran Turismo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Let me just shoot one over it.
He's not telling me. He ain't telling me nothing.
What's that?
I'm the one who wears boots in this house. Not at all, I can assure you.
Do you want to knock that off then, mate? Right, so put on Gran Turismo 7. We've got a few quid to spend. So apparently there was an outage or something, wasn't there? On the gate, was it an outage or something?
Yeah.
And everyone got paid, given like £1 million, or I don't know, whatever is credits or whatever. So yeah, we can buy ourselves a nice motor now. Well, I'll get told off now. People saying, "Oh, you're touching the disc. You're touching the disc." Everyone had a meltdown last time I touched the disc with my fingers. Oh my God, you think it's right crime? Like murdered children or something by touching the disc. Oh my God. Oh, that looks mint on there. It won't come across on camera because we're on lower resolution, but that's nice and bright and vibrant as well. It looks wicked. I've got to say, this TV is smashing for gaming on. Well, that's just OLEDs for you. So yeah, if any of you guys got a Samsung QD OLED, let me know. I'd love to hear, you know, what your initial thoughts are on it. And if you have, what size you've gone for. Like I said, I think it's only up to a 65 they're doing this year, which I think could be a bit of a mistake. I think if they could have gone bigger than that, they would have sold bucket loads more of them. Right, let's have a look what you guys are saying. I bought a C1 today. It will be my first OLED. Looking forward to it. Mate, you are in for a treat. If you've not had an OLED TV before, you are going to absolutely love it. Well, I think you will. Are you into gaming or anything like that, mate? Or are you more of sort of a movie fan or something? Let me know. But yeah, they are wicked TVs. First time I got one, I couldn't believe it. Let's have a look. Will there be a C2 versus a C1 video? Unfortunately not. We don't have any, no, we don't have any C1s anymore. That, again, what we had, I think, yeah, that was just for testing. So yeah, unfortunately, no, there won't be anything on that. Love the true blacks on OLED. Yeah, that's what makes them just stand out from the rest of it. I do like the fact there's no blooming or anything like that. Again, we've got a Samsung QLED in the bedroom, and don't get me wrong, it's a great TV, but in the dark, you knock the lights off, you do see a bit of blooming with the OLED. None of that at all. So yeah, gaming, you say, that's great. You honestly, mate, these TVs are mental for gaming. They really, really are. Once you go OLED at this stage in the game, you won't want to go back. I'll be shocked if you would anyway. Right, so what are you going to buy then? You're going to buy something new car for us to play with? Yeah, right, we're going to buy something decent now. So let's move this camera around a little bit more, give you a bit of a better view there. I would stand in front of the camera, but you see me all the time. Nothing changes with me face that much. Still as boring as ever. I said it's boring earlier when I said about doing a live stream. There you go. Oh. Should we knock the lights off? Is it better with the lights off? I can't remember.
It normally is, yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Especially on that red car there. It's sticking out, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a bit awkward with the live stream because you can't really adjust the camera settings and things like that. So, Yeah, it's not as good as when I'm actually recording it. Oh, and I can sit down over and relax a little bit as well. Oh, that's nice. Oh, what do you reckon? Should we have that? There you go. I think that's a done deal already. Oh, right, let's get back to it then on the comment section. So again, if you are just joining us, we have just revealed 2 new TVs that we are going to be testing out. Not to keep, but just testing. So we've got the 55-inch LG C2 and the 55-inch B2. So we will be starting with the, I think the C2 this week. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye out for that video coming very soon. That'll be, first one to be the unboxing, obviously. And then we move on to all other sort of stuff that we normally do. So the testing in the PlayStation, Xbox, see what the screen uniformity is like out of the box and that sort of stuff. See if we can see any dead pixels and that sort of thing. Right then, so, and again, don't forget, make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video. Just helps it get promoted and yeah, get noticed really, because it's been a bit of a struggle really, hasn't it, lately with the videos?
Yeah.
Some other channels have been, you know, stealing all the limelight with all their. I don't know if you. I'm not going to mention the name of the channel because I could. Boy, am I chomping at the bit to make a video on that person, because what they said about my family and the way that they go about things is disgusting. I'm not going to mention the name, but if you know who I'm on about.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of controversy going around at the moment. Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it.
All across YouTube.
Yeah, it's all across YouTube. It's comedy gold at its very best. So that's probably why I ain't getting the views. But it is a bit frustrating because you can be a not very nice person, shall we say, and you can rake in the views off the back of it, even though it's because of negativity. Their channel seems to thrive for it, and then you keep your nose clean, you do the right thing, and you don't get anywhere with it. It's a pain, but yeah. Oh, I've got a few people come through with suggestions of people. Well, you could be right on that one. I won't say anything because, you know, I might get a copyright strike or something, like, you know, copyright claim by mentioning the name. But, you know, we won't go there. Dear me, God Almighty. Don't rise to it, mate. It is frustrating though when you've got, if you know what I'm on about, you'll know what I'm on about. Like I said, we had a bit of controversy with this other channel. They said things and it's really frustrating.
It was just disrespectful, wasn't it?
Yeah, and accusations about me and things like that. Oh, nothing bad, by the way, if anyone's thinking. I mean, nothing weird or anything. But, you know, yeah, just saying stuff about my channel and stuff. And I wanted to say me bit. I got
channel and family.
well, yeah, and my family. I tried to defend myself, and you know, my messages got deleted by this person because he didn't want me saying me bit. It was all heavily edited and controlled to make me look like the wrong one. And yeah, I mean, I've just bitten my tongue up to now. I said I was going to do a video, but I had loads of people come forward saying, don't do anything, don't say nothing. Even other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers contacted me and said, just leave it, Paul. It ain't worth it. Just let it blow over. But it's annoying to see what's been going on. I want to put, I do feel like putting, you know, me tuppence worth in there. But anyway, let's move on. Right. So I found this channel a few weeks ago and I've been enjoying it ever since. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, mate. It's great to have you on board, and subscribe if you haven't already. Going to have some great content coming up over the next few weeks, I'm sure. 720p stream don't do this picture justice. No, it's a right nightmare, really, that it always streams in such low quality. But there you go, it is what it is. But obviously when we do the testing with the new TVs, it will be in 4K. I'm thinking of even doing some 4K HDR stuff as well for the channel. I've gone out and bought myself, I bought myself the latest iPhone to go along with me S22 Ultra, and I generally use phones for, you know, my recordings just for simplicity, and the iPhone is a bit more technically accurate when it comes to the colours and that. So I'm thinking about doing 4K 60 HDR content, just give you guys the very best of what I can with the image from these TVs, you know, try to show it in their best light. Where's that drink gone? Have a little bit more. So, don't worry, he's definitely going to get his channel erased. No comment on that. No comment. No comment. I'm late to the stream. Which TV is this? So, the TV you are currently watching is the 65-inch LG G1. And we have just taken delivery of 2 TVs. We have a 55-inch LG B2 and a 55-inch C2. As you can see, brand new and sealed, and ready for a bit of tech giant testing. So I can't wait to get those ripped out of the box and give them what for. How's that car going there? Don't look as good as the one that you bought.
Can't use it.
We can't. You bought a car that we can't drive. What good's that?
Well, I need to wait.
Oh, right. Did anyone, by the way, see my YouTube short today? Whacked up a YouTube short of the cleaning under the bonnet of the Evo. Done a very good job, if I may say so myself. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's only a few seconds long, but the engine bay was manky. I know, obviously, it's nothing to do with tech, but I do have a very strong passion for cars. And yeah, the engine bay on my Mitsubishi Evo was really minging, wasn't it? So we got out there and scrubbed it up, and it looks the business now, doesn't it? Spent a few quid on the car, new brakes all round, and yeah, oil and filter change. That's why my hands are all manky. It's under the car yesterday, changing the oil and the filter on it and all that. Give a bit of a service. Yeah, it's great. Damn, that G1 looks great. Yeah, it does. It's nice to get it back up though, isn't it? I mean, we've done testing on recently the Hisense.
Yeah. Someone asked about it.
And the Samsung. And all fairness, you know, you will see in my videos, that was a good TV. It was a good TV for the money, you know. 650 quid at this moment in time, may even be, well, no, slightly under 650 quid. I wouldn't have paid full price for it, but, you know, I've got to, you know, give my review at the time, you know, what the price is at the time. And yeah, at 650 quid, like I said, I wouldn't have been disappointed with that TV. I thought it was not too bad. Yes, I've definitely seen better, but you know, you got to pay extra if you want that better image. And yeah, I thought it was all right. Samsung, we weren't as impressed with the Samsung, was we? Both the same sort of price, within I think about a tenner of each other. Yeah, I thought the Samsung was going to be better. It's the first.
I would say that a bigger brand would be.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that Hisense, definitely.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the video, we sat down, me, Mrs. Giant, and my son, and we sat and had the TVs side by side, or top and bottom, and gave our opinion on them. And we all agreed that we preferred the Hisense. So yeah, first Hisense I ever tested. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, if being totally honest. What's this from Rob? I'm watching you on my C2 right now, Paul, and using chat on my iPad. Yeah, well, I'm sat on, I don't know if you can pop up there. I'm on my iPad as well. Bit of a delay going on. I think, how long is this delay on there? Quite a while, isn't it?
Yeah, it is normally quite a bit of delay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm on my iPad as well, chatting back to you guys. God blimey, that's a long delay, isn't it? What's that, about 25-second delay, yeah? Have you tried the VRR update? No, I've held off doing actually anything on that really, because I'm going to test all that out on the latest TV. So yeah, keep an eye out for that coming soon. LG may not be using QDs this year, but their TVs are beautiful. Yeah, they're still great TVs. But do you know what? I think it's great that Samsung have eventually done this. I mean, I think it's quite funny. I'm going to make a couple of videos taking a mickey out of it. It's got to be done because if you cash your mind back, they were putting out adverts and all that, knocking LG and their OLEDs and all this sort of stuff. And now they're doing it themselves. I mean, if you can't beat them, join them, I suppose. But I think it's great that they're coming in because it means now that LG, realistically, they've got to up their game. They've got to up their game. If that Samsung is as good as people are saying, then LG have got to up their game, and that's only for the benefit for us consumers. So yeah, should be a win-win really for everyone. My wife loves your accent. Well, thanks very much to your wife. I get a bit of a mixed bag on my voice, really, doesn't it? Some people love it, some people hate it. I've had people said, huh?
That's the thing I was talking about.
Well, yeah. Well, it could be. Well, it could be. But yeah, I've had abuse before, and about my accent.
Some people say they absolutely hate your voice.
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's amazing what people's opinions are.
well, I ever think I do annoys people, but there you go. But yeah, some people find it really annoying. Some people love it. It's generally.
People complain about your clothes sense.
Oh yeah.
Saying
Oh.
you shouldn't be
Oh
wearing
yeah.
the clothes
Oh
you
yeah.
wear.
I got ripped another one today because I wore a vest, and I said, well, that's what I like wearing, so I'm going to wear what I wear, not what you want me to wear. Like
Yes.
I don't do
Very strange,
requests.
some people's comments,
Yeah,
it really is.
there you go. But yeah, thanks to your Mrs. there for that. I've always liked Hisense, good quality picture and cheap as chips. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like I say, yeah, good price and decent picture. Yeah, on that particular model, I know that model isn't sold all the way around the world. I think in America that is. I can't remember what it is now, but yeah, that model anyway, I think is more exclusive to sort of Europe and that. But we were, like I say, happy with it, and I can't wait to test out more of their TVs. Well, what their other ones are like, I've not got a clue. But yeah, if that's anything to go by, then yeah, I'm looking forward to testing out more. That's what bothers me about Samsung. They trust OLED for years, and now they're doing OLED. LOL. Yeah, definitely, mate. I mean, it is quite funny. They're been slacking them off for God knows how long. Even having the balls to put out these adverts, and yeah, then they go and do the same themselves. Mind you, they've been the same with their phones, isn't it? We've seen it before. They've like knocked Apple about stuff, like removing the headphone jack and all that. They put out adverts taking the piss and that, and they can do the same themselves. So there you go. I think it's just a thing that Samsung like doing. Yeah, Samsung jumping onto OLED now, and yet still don't use Dolby Vision. Yeah, I know that's a right pain in the backside. And I've seen quite a few people comment that as much as the QD OLEDs look great, they wouldn't jump ship from LG because they don't support Dolby Vision. I don't know what it is with Samsung. That they are like a dog with a bone. Just bloody change it with you. Give the customers what they want. I mean, I don't know why they're going against the grain. I don't know anyone who says don't give us Dolby Vision. Who's not going to want it? But Samsung, playing stick in the mud, and they ain't budging on it. God knows why. Again, a couple of years down the line, they'll probably give up like they have with the OLED side of it, and they'll introduce Dolby Vision and be, ranting and raving about how great it is and all that. But at this moment in time, they won't give it to us. I think they're stupid. I don't know what it is with these companies sometimes. It's like they like to shoot themselves in the foot. Let me know in the comments. Would you want it to have Dolby Vision, or are you not fussed at all? I know I'd rather have a TV with it than without it. Even if it meant paying a few quid. If they said, right, it's going to chuck on an extra 50 quid, fine. It's 50 quid, bang it on. The Sony A95K OLED will destroy the Samsung. Good chance it will do. They've been doing their OLEDs for a while now, so yeah, I think the processing side of things as well from the Sony will probably beat the Samsung. So yeah, I'm not going to disagree with that, but time will tell. We have to test it out, but I'd be shocked if the Sony is worse. I mean, be great if it was, because I expect, you know, the Samsung's going to be cheaper than what Sony are going to be selling theirs for in the UK anyway. Trying to decide between the LG C2 or the Sony A95K. Again, I expect the Sony's going to be the one to go for, but I can't say for definite until I've personally tested it myself. I don't know why all these. I don't know why these TVs don't all have HDMI 2.1 ports. To me, it's just a no-brainer going for LG. Yeah, in fairness to LG, one thing you can't take away from them is that they do really seem to be in tune with what the public want. They seem to listen, where again, likes of Samsung and that, even Sony, they just don't listen to what people are saying to them. I mean, like, you know, I love the Sony OLED that I tested before, but it only had two HDMIs, 2.1 HDMIs. I mean, what are they thinking? No dedicated game bar or anything? This has come from the company that makes the PlayStation. Yet there you've got LG, they are throwing everything at their TVs. You know, you want HDMI 2.1, you've got it on all ports. Do you know what I mean? You've got your VRR, FreeSync, G-Sync, you've got a game dashboard on there. Literally everything that you want, they include it. Do you know what I mean? And I know, again, with updates, people complain about stuff, and fair play to them. They are really on the ball for getting out their updates and trying to put right their wrongs. Apart from the user interface, which is dog doo-doo, since from the C1 range, well, last year's models, I don't know what they were thinking. Why don't they just go back? They're flogging a dead horse with that one. I don't know anyone's really who says that they think it's better. Or, you know, give us just a pop-up menu like we had before in the previous generations. So I don't know what they're doing with that. Again, they're being a bit of a stick in the mud with that. I wish they'd change that. Again, maybe in a next generation or something, they might get the hint that people still don't like it and then revert back to something like it was before. Let me know which version did you prefer of the user interface. So, yeah. Right. Oh, I've run out of drink. You have to go and get me a top up. How are we doing in this game anyway? So just a quick one again. If you are joining us, welcome to the live stream. We're not going to be going for too much longer now. And this live stream tonight was just a bit of a Q&A. I didn't really plan on doing this, to be honest. It's just that we've had a delivery of a couple of new TVs. Again, if you're just joining in, we have got the 55-inch LG B2 OLED just there, and behind it, the 55-inch C2 OLED as well. And we're playing Gran Turismo there on, lock that in place, on the 65-inch G1 OLED. So if you are enjoying the live stream, just favour, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to prioritise a question or anything, or want to support the channel, we have got super chats on there and super stickers as well, so you can get yourself stood out and support the channel at the same time. Right, bruv, what do you do for a living? Now I do this full time. YouTube is my thing, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It is like a dream come true, getting to do what I love. I mean, who wouldn't love doing such a thing? Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely great, and I hope it continues. We bought the LG OLED B7 a few years ago and had major burn-in after a couple of years, but fair play, they replaced the panel under warranty and it's been excellent since. Oh, it's great to hear that they've done that. I know here in the UK, I can't speak about other countries, that they don't officially cover burn-in. You know, you didn't hear it from me when I say this, but I've heard from a lot of people that they will deal with it on a case-by-case basis, and unofficially, as long as you haven't deliberately sort of ruined it, I think they're pretty good at replacing panels out. I mean, they ain't going to go advertising the fact. Reason being, because all you'd have to do is like every 2-3 years when you're bored, you could sit there deliberately burning an image and then go, hey, here, replace this TV. And, you know, every year you get, you know, a couple of years or whatever, you get a fresh, you know, panel or TV. They're not going to do that. They ain't stupid. But I think, you know, if it's a genuine case, I think LG are pretty good. But, you know, you didn't hear that officially from me, but if you have got burning on a TV, get onto them. Put your foot down and, you know, be a bit harsh with them. You might get yourself somewhere. So it's great to hear that, you know, you've got that sorted on. I do know that the older OLEDs were very problematic. I only came into the OLED scene from the 8 series. I had a B8 and we had dead pixels on it, but touch wood, no burning. But, you know, things have changed up a bit as well since then as well, where they've put more anti-burning features sort of thing. So hopefully burning will eventually become a thing of the past, or, you know, it'd be very few and far between when it comes to people getting it. Because I know that, you know, they've got to really make them sort of more resilient to burning. With them touting, you know, more of these gaming features and all that, you know, as we're playing this game here, you know, look at it all there. We've got all this stuff stuck up on the screen. It ain't going to be no good if you play this for a few hours and it's stuck in there. But you know, my sons play on games and that all the time, and we ain't got even a hint of it. And trust me, if we got any, I'd be jumping all over it for a video, because it'd make great content if I said I've got burning. I can't wait till the day if I ever get burning, because the views will go through the roof. I'm dying to get burning, but it just ain't happening. High Tech Giant, what TV is this? This is a 65-inch G1 OLED. So this is like last year's model coming into this year, start of this year. So this has been now superseded by the G2, which fingers crossed we will get very soon. I can't wait to test them out against each other. Hopefully we'll see some improvements, namely in the brightness department. Not that I think that this thing needs any more extra brightness at the moment. I mean, it's all right for our needs, isn't it? It's okay for our needs. Forza be killing in the racing genre. Yeah, great game. Right, let's have a look. Okie dokie, so are you following the whole drama between a certain person and a certain person? Looks like a certain person is getting his butt kicked. Well, I'm not going to mention that certain person, because that certain person likes to kick off with people. So if I don't mention that certain person, they can't say I'm speaking bad about them, and I won't get any claims put against me, because they like putting in claims against people. They just don't like anyone, but there you go. And yes, I have been following it very closely, and it's been hilarious. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. There you go. Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear them. I'll tell you, if I'd done a video on it, oh man, it would go, it would rocket up, it would do. The things I could say, I'll tell you. Because there's things that I could say.
So, I can show, really.
Yeah, I've got things that I can show. People have not mentioned, and there's a few things that I think people are missing and not saying that I want to say. It's like, oh, I don't want to get involved, but I do at the same time. It's really frustrating. But this moment in time, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing at the moment in time. I think they're doing a good enough job at ruining themselves, so they don't need me really, you know, putting in any more to help them. So anyway, still rocking with my C10, which I chose after watching your review. That's great, mate. And I'm guessing that no burn-in on that or anything. It's all still ticking along nicely, is it? You're a professional. You don't need to stoop to that person's level. Well, this is what other YouTubers said to me. Fair play, people have been real nice, haven't they? Even another YouTuber, I've got to get in contact with them and say it. say thanks to them. I've never had any, I'm not even going to mention their name, I've not had any dealings with this other YouTuber. I didn't even really know about them. And they went on to a live stream and actually mentioned me and how that person, who a lot of people don't like at the moment, had been with me, and he said how disgusted he was with them. Fair play to that person. Like I said, I've never had any dealings with them. Look, you know, as far as I know, all the other YouTubers in the game are nice as pie with me, ain't they? You know, whenever I sort of like, if I go on like a channel or anything like that, and I like, hi, how you doing, all that, if they're doing a live stream, they're all pleased to see me and all that, and they all say we love your videos and stuff. Yeah, everyone else seems to be, it's a nice community, isn't it? Apart from one person who seems to just go against everyone else. But there you go. No. You can, yeah. What TV we looking at? LG G1, mate. Let's have a look. Oh, what's this one from Matthew H? I had an LG OLED C10. White line at the bottom. Any idea? No, don't sound right to me, mate. I'd get that looked at. I mean, if you haven't tried it, maybe do a factory reset, see if that helps. Probably won't, but you know, LG are probably going to tell you to do these things first. They'll probably tell you to run a pixel refresher as well. Probably do that if you wanted to, just to sort of tick a box and say, yeah, I've done that, but that don't sound right to me. Does it do it on everything? Is it, you know, does it do it on things like externally connected devices as well as like apps that are a bit baked into the TV? So let's have a look. You've made it. And famous if you can say you've been involved in YouTube drama. You're one of the best channels on TV reviews. I used to think that person was for a bit. He started talking about everyone else, showed me who really was. Do you know what? The thing that makes me laugh is, do you know what, I think that person could have actually just done all right if he just kept himself to himself, just done his normal thing. You know, I'm not saying, you know, that person would turn around and say, oh, you're all just saying that because you don't want me to expose this person, that person, the other person. But he seems to be just constantly hell-bent on just doing that all the time. I mean, if he just knuckled down and kept, you know, done his own thing and stopped worrying about what he thinks everyone else is doing, then if he's that great, then he'd just come out at the top anyway. And I think he would have done all right. I genuinely think he would have just done all right if he had just, you know, just done his own thing instead of trying to stick his oar in everyone else's business. It's really weird. I just don't understand it. It's really, really odd behaviour. But there you go, each to their own, I suppose. So, right. I'll tell you what, we give it another minute and then we'll wrap it up. So again, if you're joining me, and I'll keep saying this, but give me a thumbs up, reach up now, hit that thumbs up. Only takes a second, makes a massive difference to the channel, means more people will get to see this video and we'll get to see the two TVs. Sorry again if you've been watching, if you are just joining me, the two new TVs that we've just had delivered, the 55-inch LG B2 OLED and the 55-inch C2 OLED, which we're going to be unboxing starting from this week. And yeah, if you don't know as well, a little plug here for Mrs. Tech Giant, who's just sat off to the side. Yeah, there she goes. She wants to plug her own channel. She's got her own little channel going. So yeah, she's about 950 subscribers. Yeah, you know, if you want to, head on over, Mrs. TG, and yeah, give her channel a like on her latest video and a subscription. It'd be great. There you go. You've had your plug there. There you go. I won't charge you for it either. Isn't it weird that LG OLED TVs have better gaming features than the Sony ones? I mean, they produce the PS consoles. Yeah, exactly what I was saying earlier, mate. It is really bizarre. I mean, again, I don't know what they're thinking. Like, especially with the last TV that I tested, great TV, amazing picture. But when it came to the gaming, you know, I said it in my video. Like, I'm pretty disappointed that it's only a couple of HDMI 2.1s on there. No gaming sort of bar or dashboard or anything. They could have really cashed in on the fact that they are Sony PlayStation. Put the two together, Sony TV with a Sony PlayStation. They could have put in a load of features. I could have been magical, but I think they missed out. I think they will make it better with their newer TVs. But yeah, I think the last generation they missed a trick there. They really did. And yeah, LG definitely cashed in on that side of things. Really thought about the gamers and that, especially bringing out the smaller sizes of OLED. The 48-inch. That was a really smart move last year. Right, let's have a look. I'm always wondering, and I'm sure you have been asked before, but what do you do with your old TVs? Yes, I get that asked all the time. Most of them we only get sent to test out, mate. We said this earlier in the video. I get to keep 1, maybe 2 a year. Last year, we got what you're seeing now on the screen, the LG G1. We've got to keep that, but all the other TVs we just sent over for us to test out and then send back. So yeah, most of them we don't get to keep, but when we sort of do get another one, we just sell on the one that we have got. Yeah, we just whack it on like Gumtree and that, and it's sold on. I say that at the moment we've got a couple of TVs, haven't we, that we've still not got shot of. We've got the LG C10 and the 65-inch. Oh, I can't even remember what it was now. Q95T, something like that. I can't even remember the model number. But yeah, we got 2 that we're trying to get shot of now. But they're going back like quite a while now, a couple of years old. One of them is. So let's have a look, see what you guys are saying. For me, LG is the only game in town when it comes to OLED. I love the quality and their customer service has always been top notch when I've needed help. I've heard mixed bag, to be honest, about LG and their customer service. I've heard people saying they're great, and I've heard other people slagging them right off and saying that they're not very helpful at all. We've only had one dealing with LG customer service, wasn't it? And that was with the B8 when we had dead pixels. And I don't remember it being a problem then. They had engineers come round, and that's when they swapped the panel out, wasn't it?
Right, yes. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only sort of dealings that we had, because we had a problem with the first LG G1 that we got sent. But because it was like an issue out of the box, that went back to box.co.uk who sent it to us, and they just replaced that straight over. And I'm sure that'd be the same for most people with a brand new TV out of the box. If there's a fault with it, you just deal with the retailer as opposed to the manufacturer. A few months down the line, then you deal with LG. But yeah, it's great that you've had a positive experience with them anyway. And yeah, anyone else, if you've had an experience, good or bad, let me know. It's always interesting to hear people's feedback about customer services with various companies. I've got to say it, being totally honest, the worst that I've ever experienced. Now, this was going back quite a few years now, I'll be totally honest, but Samsung, they were appalling. They were really bad. What they're like now, I don't know, so it'd be wrong for me to say what they're like now. But going back a few years, we had nothing problems. Remember that one TV used to keep turning itself on all the time? It had a touch sensor on the bottom, and it would always turn itself just randomly on or off. And these TVs were renowned for it. And it was just a nightmare. Remember, we sent the TV off and to come back, it looked like it had been kicked round a warehouse. It was all bloody scratched and smashed in and all that, and it was a nightmare to get it done. And we had TVs going backwards and forwards. Oh, blimey! I won't miss that experience. But Hopefully they've upped their game, because that was shocking. At least in all fairness with LG, as much as it is a bit sketchy what they've done, we had the engineers come round here and repaired it with Samsung at the time. They were just having a courier come round, collect the TV, taking it off for weeks on end, leaving us with no TV, wasn't it? And then it had come back and it was ruined. Well, at least the guys actually came to our living room, repaired it, literally in-house. No. So no. In all fairness, that was good, because at least you wasn't without a TV or anything like that. As much as I took the piss out of the blokes a little bit in the video and all that, I say I took the piss. They'd done it themselves. The bloke got a bloody shock off the board, wasn't it? Quite funny, but there you go. But yeah, fair play. They've done the job. TV worked fine. So yeah, I won't complaining. Definitely better than it going off for a few weeks and you sat there twiddling your thumbs or dragging a TV from out the bedroom downstairs. That's normally the sort of thing you have to do, isn't it? Right, so we'll look at wrapping this up in a minute then. So I love my LG C10 and PS5. It looks great. Anyone been able to get hold of a PlayStation 5 recently? I know, again, they're still in demand. I did put up a post a few weeks back when the Xbox Series X came into stock. Hopefully that helped a few of you guys out. Got a bit of a backlash from that, didn't I? Got people giving me abuse. Someone's turned around and said, it's because of people like me that they're in high demand. But I don't know how that is. I was just giving people the heads up that they're back in stock, trying to help out my subscribers,
So what do you think about Sky Glass?
Sky Glass. Rubbish idea. I thought it might have been alright, but the more I thought about it, no, wouldn't bother. You can buy their, what are they called, pucks or whatever? They're doing it now that you can just buy like a puck thing and have basically the same setup on your own TV anyway. I think people were expecting that you could record to maybe like an internal solid state drive or hard drive within the TV, and it'd be like literally like a skybox within the TV. I think that's what people are expecting, but it, as you may or may not know, it ain't like that. All it is basically is a TV that streams. So it's like basically having like TV with Netflix built into it. Do you know what I mean? It's that everything's just on demand, So yeah. It sounded great when I tested it out in, Blackpool, wasn't it? In the shopping centre, just randomly whipped my phone out. It's like, yeah, I'll do a video on this. Like, someone even said I must have been paid for Sky on that, wasn't it? Yeah, there was me like knocking it when it didn't work properly. But they said I was paid off. How does that work out? Yeah, Sky's paid me to stand there and said, look at it, it's frozen up. But yeah, it sounded good. The picture wasn't too bad, but the idea bit pants, if you ask me. If they could have done it with literally like a skybox inbuilt into it, that sort of thing, that you can properly record to a solid state drive in the TV, yeah, that'd have been alright.
Someone said I'd be flattered if someone blamed me for the high demand of the Xbox.
yeah. It was quite funny. It's like they were really angry about it as well, weren't they? It's like, what the hell? It's like, I'm trying to help people. And that video, believe it or not, so I put up a video helping people out, saying, look, they're available here, because that was it. They said, oh, I know why you've done it, because you put an affiliate link, which I did, I'll be totally honest, and I said that, got an affiliate link through Amazon. I said, look, they're in stock in Amazon. If you want to buy one, look, here's my link, use that. I said, but also they're in stock at Very and Game. There was no affiliate link for them. I'm not making a penny out of that at all, not a single penny. No one had to use my affiliate link. And it wasn't why I put it up, but I thought, at the end of the day, people like help me out, give them the option. So yeah, that person didn't like it and said, I'm just doing it for the money. But no, I was generally trying to help people out, and no, people just didn't seem to like it. I was trying to help people out. If they're there for sale, I don't know how I'm ruining it at the end of the day by giving people the heads up on my channel. I like to give subscribers and viewers of my channel these little perks. It's like, it's a reason to subscribe. You never know, you might get the heads up tomorrow that I've found a load of PlayStations in stock, So there's a reason there. If you aren't subscribed, get subscribing, because what's that for size? Let me just, is that a well, what we will be doing, as we always do when we do unbox it, we'll be taking those box measurements. So and that's why we do it, because I know a lot of people do like to sling it in the back of a car, and there ain't nothing worse when you get down to your electrical retailer and find your 65-inch won't go in the back of your estate and it's hanging out. And then you've got to do the walk of shame and walk back in the store and say, it won't fit. So yeah, I've not got a tape measure to hand at the moment, but yeah, it is quite a small box. Believe it or not,
Oh, it's quite surprising.
yeah, if I swing this round, I'll give you a bit of a sneak peek. But the B2 box is actually bigger than the C2. It's actually a little bit thicker. So yeah, interesting. Very light though, ain't they? Very light. I don't know if it's because we're just used to the bigger TVs or what have you,
Well,
but
when you pull in for a door, I expected to push it to be really heavy. It's like,
yeah.
I can lift that myself.
But it's just move over again. But yeah, they're not overly big.
I suppose it depends on what size car you've got, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah. What size car you got? I mean, I'd say that should go in the back of. Well, we've got an A class, and I'd say that with the back seats down, you get away with that when you're shoving it through. Probably get away with a 55 like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe if you put the seats down and stop like got no one in the front, maybe.
Yeah, pushing the seats forward and all that, you know. So
Put the front seat forward,
yeah.
back seats down. Yeah, you might be able to.
But we get those measurements anyway, so you know you can be certain and all that. But it's not a heavy TV. You wouldn't struggle lifting it. But that's a good thing about it being so thin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where this G1 is quite a bit more heavy, isn't it? That's one thing we noticed as soon as we got that out of the box compared to those other two. Jesus, you could feel the weight on it.
Yeah, a lot more sort of fit on the wall, wasn't
Yeah, definitely. Hello, young man. Who's he speaking to? Who's that? Who's that? You got a young man? Yeah, definitely those look pretty small. Yeah, it's nice to have a couple of small ones, isn't it, for a change? Because normally we get overrun by, as you'd probably see, it's normally 65-inch ones, and yeah, they take up a lot of room. And our hallway's always got a TV in it.
Yeah.
Our lounge has always got a TV sat in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking what I do, but it does encroach on your life. You know, you've got to expect, you've got to have TVs strewn throughout the house and other products and that all the time.
Especially for the kids as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh yeah, I'm scared to move my C10 being so thin at the top. Yeah, we've done a video on that, didn't we? Actually about how to handle an LG OLED, you know, like that particular model where it's very thin and that. And I wouldn't worry too much. We've never damaged one yet. Touch wood. It says that. Snap. But
They sound like they crack before ones when you pick them up. They're so
oh yeah,
thin.
sometimes they make a bit of a. They do like to moan and groan a little bit sometimes. But yeah, they're yeah very very thin. But as long as you hold it down the bottom third, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Where it's thick, just don't hold it on the four corners for God's sake. Otherwise, it'll just bend like a banana. Yeah. But I know when we got our first OLED, you know, I can understand anyone saying I was bricking it. You just see how thin it is. You know, if you've never had one before, you can't understand how thin these TVs are until you take the wrapper off. You're like, what is that? The TV? It's like, my God, how are we going to pick that up? Looks like it will just shatter, doesn't it? Well, I think they've got a lot more flex in them than you'd imagine. They are, you know, you can give them a bit of a wobble because you can get ones that are just basically just like the whole glass and no real back to it. That's the wallpaper TVs. That's something we've never tried yet. I'd love a wallpaper TV. They look nice. Just a sheet of glass on the wall. If you've never seen them, LG do one. It is literally like the thin part that you get on, like say, like a C1. It's just the thin bit with a cable that comes down the wall to a box that houses all the connections and speakers on it. So literally it's just like a sheet of glass on the wall. Looks mint. Some put it's stronger than it looks. Yeah, it is. but it's just a bit nerve-wracking when you start seeing it wobbling like a jelly. And some of that said they've opted for delivery. Yeah, it's real. It's tablet thick. Now these ones as well, the 55-inch ones, I've got a funny feeling that the back of them are quite. I think they're thicker where it houses all the guts of it, and that goes further up the back, so there's less sort of like thin wobbly bit. So that'd be interesting. I think it's more of a square design, where on the back of all the other models we tested, it's more like sort of got a curve on it. So when you stand sort of round the side of it, you don't see it as much. Where this is it's like more squared off. So that'd be interesting. Where how the rear of it's changed slightly. Didn't want to risk a mishap. No, I fully understand that, mate. Getting it delivered, I can figure, if it's broken, blame the delivery guys. Like a projector screen almost. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the wallpaper one. Yeah, it is like that. Which wall bracket do you have? Good question. Now, the one that we got with this TV, it's one that I've had for years. Out for absolutely ages. I dread to think how many TVs that thing's seen. It's just a universal one that I bought a long, long time ago. I think it was off, it's either eBay or Amazon. It wasn't much at all. But what I've got is a Amazon affiliate page. Now, if you click on that, there is one that's very, very similar that I've put in there. So if you want the sort of same type, then that is in there. It's not the flattest one to the wall, but I've got to have one that can see multiple TVs, different sizes, and different mountings on the back as well. So this is why I've not gone for like one that's super flush, because I could get a TV that it might not mount to properly. So yeah, go check that out, and you don't have to use that link at all. Even if you just want to go and check it out, go have a look on there, and you can have an idea of what the one is that's on this TV. So, right, let's. I think we're going to wrap it up now, because we've been live streaming for a while, and move that back. There we go. So anyway, thank you very much for everyone who has joined us tonight. Let me put that down there, that tablet. Yeah, it's been great that you could join us, and like I said, if you've got any ideas for videos, maybe things that I've not done before with the TV, so that LG B2 and C2, if there's something you want to see me test that I've not done before, then let me know in the comments section, and I'll do my very best to do it, and yeah, hopefully make some great content. So anyway, thanks very much for joining us. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this live stream. Probably do another one, probably not as regular as before, but maybe in another month or so's time, maybe do something similar. Never know, by then we may have more TVs to reveal. So yeah, thanks very much for joining us, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.